Hello, loves. It's Juwan. So, I know you know that I know I love love, right? Okay. Anyways, I love that statement. I remember the movie with Martin Lawrence and everything. There's a thin line between love and hate. How, like, when it's intense, it's intense. When you're into that person, you're into that person. And you love them. But when you truly are in love with them, like, you intensely understand that I could easily hate you very quickly because I love you so much. And this is family, this is lovers, this can be friends. It's all the same difference, but it's very scary because people forget. Think about the top way most people get murdered. It's some love affiliated thing. Why? Because that intensity of, if I can't have you, nobody can. I'm not approving it. I'm saying, think about that level of vulnerability that you have to accept, that I'm giving you something that is precious to me. So may it be scary, may it be torn, may it be worn, may it be whatever. It's precious to me, and I need you to validate why I'm scared and I hold on to it, or I have all these things that I need to make me feel important. Well, it's because we have not really delved into the emotional intelligence that we all are God-given. This is our intuition. This is that belief system that is beyond logic. Remember, logic is only something created by men, and I don't mean men, I mean of man, that we decided, hey, logically, because I don't understand, and repetitively enough, there's a pattern that says, I can logically say that's true of the reality that we understand. Not to animals, we'll laugh at it. Oh, they're so stupid, they'll run into a fence. Well, to them, what the fuck is a fence and why is it there? You know what I mean? So it's easy to look back and laugh at something and say, well, you just are stupid. Well, that's the whole point of naivety, gullibility, whatever you want to call it, stupidity. They all exist for reasons because they're levels of interpretation of learning. With that said, I go through stuff all the time where it's like, oh my God, is there a level of emotion that I have not reached? Because it's like, please, I hope I've reached it. And then you fall in love and you make new levels. And it's like, why do I still care? But at the same time, it's like, oh, I know that you're no good for me. Or I feel that way right now. There's a level of life that most people don't tell you. People can transform. Transformative meditation, transformative awareness, transformative acceptance. All of these things are levels of saying, I don't control anything that's happening around me, nor do I understand it until I'm taught or told, or I take the time to observe. Love is simply, I encompass it all. There's no love and hate like, oh, there's only good and bad on this. There's good and bad in every level of good and bad. You can have someone who's a saint of the world and they have their secrets of what they feel is negative about something they believe. This is a belief system. You can have someone who is a scum of the earth according to sociology of what we say this is what a crappy person is. But go back in centuries in time and go back to other parts of the country and the world, there's still people who believe that archaic behavior and beating people up and hurting them is more normalized than just listening to them and trying to understand why they feel the way they feel. That's why love is so scary, because you have to say, I understand that I don't get everything about you, but I appreciate and love you enough that I see that you shine through all of the perceptions that hold most people back. Now, apply that to a relationship. You have this person in front of you who's exemplifying all of the things that you say you're attracted to. And then as soon as there's a mistake, you blame them, but you're not really blaming them. You're blaming yourself for not recognizing the things that you allowed yourself to attract. And sometimes this is why people break up and they don't stay together. But then there's reasons and there's moments where people say, hey, you know what? I deflected this for a long time because I didn't like that part of me. But now I have to emotionally deal with it, logically, mentally think about it, and then decide, do I want to make a tangible change in my life that will have a ripple effect that might affect those around me, myself, or whatever? Beyond thinking about others, it's simply thinking about yourself. So I always say, this is a much longer video than I normally do, but when I talk about love, you know I can just get so deep in. It's same for me. For me, it's the same for animals. It's the same for romantic love, for family love, for friendship love. It starts with respect and understanding that simply that moment of, I don't understand, because respect is not knowing. You respect something because of how they carry themselves, or the boundaries set, or the simple beauty that is what that thing represents. Of that is respect. I want that. I like that. I want to be that. There's people who are going to mimic it, and they use negativity and malice behind it, and it shows. Trust me, it shows. You always reap what you sow. Believe that. But remember to stay true to your nature of intently understanding why you're reacting to something, because you're usually reacting because you care. And you care because either you haven't resolved it, they haven't resolved it, you both haven't resolved it, or you both are on the brink of dissolving it, having a transformative moment into true and pure love, and saying, this is my person, this is my being, because hey, they balance me, and I'm not perfect, and I don't want to be, but at least I know I have my counterpart, that we can be this power couple together. All right, I love you. Mwah. Thanks for watching if you made it to the end. Happy Sunday.